What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Bray Wyatt addressing his fans, another huge return coming, details on Bray Wyatt's new mask, WWE paid tribute to Brodie Lee, Liv Morgan turning heel, the real reason Jon Moxley signed with AEW, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out Wrestlelamia.co.uk and a non-wrestling channel, Incredible. And now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at Bray Wyatt addresses the fans. Our top story today takes a look at the aftermath of last night's Extreme Rules event, in particular Bray Wyatt's WWE return. At long last, Wyatt would return to WWE following the Fight Pit match between Seth Rollins and Matt Riddle, and he got the internet buzzing instantly. Wyatt's return received unanimous acclaim from fans, and footage of his return is doing huge numbers on social media. Wyatt's return has been rumoured for months, and last night it was revealed that Wyatt was the one behind the ominous White Rabbit teasers. Following his dramatic return, Wyatt would take to Twitter to address the WWE fanbase. Wyatt would respond to a fan who uploaded footage of their daughter reacting to Wyatt's return, and this is where the former WWE champion would address his WWE return in a tweet, as the tweet read, "This is why. I missed you too, all of you." This is incredibly wholesome, as clearly the unanimously positive reaction to Wyatt's return means a lot to him. It's unknown at this stage if Wyatt is going to be a babyface or a heel moving forward. The reaction to him would suggest that WWE should present him as a babyface, as this would help sell a ton of merchandise. However, Wyatt has done his finest work as a villain in the past. What do you guys make of Wyatt's return? Are you happy to see him back in WWE? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, details on Bray Wyatt's new mask. When it was first revealed that Bray Wyatt would be returning to WWE, fans were curious in relation to what version of Wyatt would return as. Would it be the Eater of the Worlds Wyatt or the Demonic Fiend? Well, last night, upon Wyatt's return, all of his prior gimmicks were alluded to and shown on screen before Wyatt debuted a brand new mask. This sinister mask looks scarier than any of Wyatt's previous masks, and it looks similar to the mask that Ethan Hawke's character plays in the 2022 hit horror movie, The Black Phone. Now, upon these comparisons being drawn by fans, the designer of the mask revealed themselves via social media. The individual who designed the mask was actually the same person behind the Black Phone mask, that being Jason Baker. Baker's worked on several notable projects and was even involved in the creation of the Fiend's original mask. Baker also worked on the Firefly Funhouse characters, which came to life during Wyatt's return. The concept of the characters such as Mercy the Buzzard and Ramblin' Rabbit coming to life have been rumoured for some time, and the WWE executed to a perfection. Next up, another huge WWE return. Now, speaking of Bray Wyatt, his brother, the former NXT champion Bo Dallas, is returning to WWE. This news was shared by Brian Alvarez on his subscription-based Twitter account, as no details were offered in relation to when Dallas is returning to WWE, but it seems likely that this is linked to his brother's reappearance. Dallas was released from WWE in 2021 after 13 years in the company. He achieved moderate success but never reached main event status. Dallas had been working on his own personal farm and became a part-time YouTube chef. Whilst he mentioned that he was retired, of course the allure of the squared circle was just too much for him. Next up, WWE paid tribute to Brodie Lee at Extreme Rules. Bray Wyatt's return last night featured a ton of Easter eggs for fans, but one specific detail had truly tugged at the heartstrings. It appeared as if the WWE paid tribute to the late great Brodie Lee. When Wyatt first walked through the door, a light shone through which was extremely similar to the type of lighting that featured in Lee's debut segment in AEW. Also, the Abby the Witch mask was actually the mask used for when Lee was one half of the Bludgeon Brothers alongside Eric Rowan. Lee passed away on Boxing Day in 2020, and Lee and Wyatt were close personal friends, so it seems fitting that Wyatt paid tribute to his close friend during his grand return. Next up, a character change for Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan's SmackDown Women's title reign has come to an end, as Morgan was defeated by Ronda Rousey in an Extreme Rules match last night, which brought Morgan's reign to a close at just under 100 days. Her title reign had mixed reviews, with some fans being critical of her presentation. Following a loss to Rousey, it looked like Morgan was hinting at a change of character. Morgan would be laughing upon her defeat, and then she was seen cackling as Ronda Rousey celebrated a huge win. Speculation surrounding a character change was further thanks to a post-match interview. The WWE titled the interview, "Liv Morgan is in a dark place," and she would be found sitting in a corner of the arena, so it looks like a darker persona is coming. Fans are speculating that a heel turn is on the horizon for Morgan, as she's been booed on several occasions during her title reign, so a heel run certainly makes sense. Would you guys like to see Morgan turn heel, or should she continue with her babyface arc? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, Sasha Banks hinting at a WWE return. And whilst there's no official update in relation to when or even if Sasha Banks will return to WWE, last night Banks got fans talking following a rather cryptic tweet. Banks would tweet lyrics to a Code Orange song, and fans are suggesting that the lyrics are hinting to a WWE comeback. I had to see you live for more. You said it before. You wish I'd seen. The saint you were before. Banks would tweet this following Ronda Rousey's victory over Liv Morgan, so could Banks be returning to feud with the new SmackDown Women's Champion? Rumors of Banks returning to WWE were also furthered thanks to last night's commentary, as Michael Cole would name-drop Banks a number of times during the live broadcast, which took everyone by surprise, as Banks has been virtually erased from WWE history before last night. Well, to be fair, Michael Cole also name-dropped Sandman, but that doesn't mean he's returning though. Next up, the real reason Jon Moxley re-signed with AEW. This weekend, it was revealed that Jon Moxley had signed a brand new 5-year deal with AEW. Moxley is one of AEW's top talents and has been thriving in the company. During the latest edition of the Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer would discuss why Moxley signed the extension, and according to Meltzer, it's linked to Moxley having no interest in rejoining WWE. There were a number of rumors months ago surrounding Moxley potentially returning to WWE, but the contract extension has debunked them all. Meltzer stated, "I think the key to all this, he signed a 5-year deal, so as far as why so long, and I think the answer was that he just felt he's not going to WWE. Doesn't want to go to WWE, doesn't want to put on the facade of going to WWE to, play both sides against each other and make more money." He ended up really liking AEW, and now his thing is to be happy and to make a legacy, and has to be the best professional wrestler that he could be, and he feels that had to be the best pro wrestler that he can be and have the best matches. The place to be is AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's not going to WWE, and it's not that Tony's going to release him to WWE either. He's had a good understanding with Tony Khan. Additionally, over the weekend, it's been reported that Moxley is now prohibited from working independent dates. However, this isn't actually the case, as according to Meltzer, Moxley is permitted to work scheduled indie dates, but they must be approved by AEW President Tony Khan. Meltzer added, "The way it was written, in the press release, was that he's going to be exclusive for AEW and New Japan, but he does have the right to do the independents. Tony has to approve it, but that's how it's always been. But he will not be doing as many independent shows as he was doing before. He doesn't want to stress himself out and do this hard of a schedule, although he definitely wants to do it at some point, maybe not next year, but that's one of the things he wants to do. He definitely wants to do New Japan." And finally, Renee Young joining AEW. Our final story shares some exciting news in relation to the future of Renee Paquette, aka Renee Young. Fightful Select reported yesterday that WWE reached out to Renee regarding a return to the company, but it looks like she is AEW bound. Renee was in WWE between 2012 to 2020, and she departed the company as she believes she accomplished everything she could. Renee being all elite makes a ton of sense, as her husband is the reigning AEW World Champion. Jon Moxley is AEW's top guy. It's unknown what Renee's role in AEW will be, as she has experience in interviewing as well as commentating, so there are a lot of options for AEW to explore. Renee has so much talent, and it's great to see that she's finally decided to return to the world of pro wrestling. But there you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below. I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.